Alright, moving on from adding to get mixed numbers with like denominators. Now we have subtracting. So the packet is just called fractions mixed with like denominators 2, but this is an all subtraction day. So, for example, Rory has 5 and 16th candy bars. I'm sorry, 1 and 5/16 candy bars. He gives his best friend 11 pieces of candy bar. What fraction of a candy bar does Rory have left over for himself? So, a candy bar is 16 pieces. So, I could draw that as a 4 by 4. Because I know that 4 times 4 is 16. And that's easier for me, so that's what I'm going to do. And we have a square candy bar. Well, this one is more rectangular, but you get the idea. So he has 1, so this whole thing is filled in. It's 16 pieces. And he also has 5/16, so draw one more like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gives away 11 pieces. Now I could erase, but I mean that's kind of a pain when crossing out would be easier. So I'm going to just go ahead and cross out the 11 that he gives away because he's getting rid of these 11. So he gets rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what he has left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces left. 10 out of 16. Which is still more than half of a candy bar, but he's pretty generous. Now, we can simplify this because they're both even. We can divide by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 16 divided by 2 is 8. 5/8, and I can show that on my picture. Let's put it in blue by splitting it like this. So now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces total, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are filled in, 5/8. And let's also show this with numbers. So we have 1 and 5/16 minus 11/16. But we can't take 11 away from 5. So what we end up having to do is borrow. So 1 is the same as 16 out of 16. So we're adding 16 pieces. So the 5 pieces plus the 16 pieces for the whole candy bar together makes 21 pieces. So basically this is 21/16 minus 11/16. And then you just do 21 minus 11 is 10. And then you simplify. You get 5/8. So you can do it with numbers as well. This is what we'll be working on today. So, to get 100% credit, an answer needs to be fully simplified and there can't be any improper fractions. So, let's look at an example. 1 and 7/10 minus 9/10. So if I drew that as a picture, I have one whole, which is 10 pieces. And I have 7/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need to take away 9/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces. So what I'm left with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10. Which can of course be simplified. I can divide by 2 like this. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4 are filled in out of 5. Divide by 2. You get 4/5. Okay, and I can show this with numbers as well. So 1 7/10 is the same as saying 10 out of 10, 1 whole, and 7/10, which is the same as saying 17/10. 10 and 7 makes 17, 17/10. And then when we do 17/10 minus 9/10, so 17 pieces, take away 9 pieces, gives us 8 pieces, 8/10. And then we just simplify and get 4/5. So our answer is 4/5. Same thing here, but let's do numbers first. So if 1 7/15 minus 11/15, well, I can't take 11 away from 7, so I'm going to have to break into this whole. So that's 15 out of 15. And when I put that together with the 7 pieces, 15 and 7 makes 22 pieces. So 22/15 minus 11/15 is equal to 11/15. Okay, I'm going to do this one with pictures and with tally marks. I mentioned in my last video that tally marks are helpful for subtraction. So let's see, I have 15ths. I have one whole set of 15ths. And then I have 7/15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then let's show it with tally marks just for good measure. So a whole is 15, so we have one whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a whole. And we also have 7/15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we get rid of 11. So we get rid of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can see we don't have a whole left anymore because a whole is 15. We have 1, so that makes 5, 10, and 1 is 11. 11/15 is our answer. Next. 5 and 9/25 minus 11/25. This is when your pictures come in handy because doing 5 sets of 25 blocks is a lot. I don't really have enough space for all that. So what I can just do is I can say, well, one whole would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is one whole. Now I have 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wholes. And then I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. Okay, I didn't fill in the tally marks in these. You could, if you wanted to, or you could just say, well, there's 25, so there'd be 25. So there'd be 25, 50, 75, 100, 125 pieces plus the 9 here. We don't really need that for the purposes of this. We just need to take away 11. So we need to take away 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 25ths, but we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes still. 4 wholes and 23 25ths. That can't be simplified, so I can leave that the way it is. So when I show that with numbers, I need to borrow 1 because I can't take 11 away from 9, so I borrow a whole. So now I have 4 wholes. 1 whole is the same as 25 out of 25. So if I add 25 to the 9 pieces that I have here, I get 34 pieces. So it's 34, 4, and 34. So let's go ahead and do 34 minus 11 is 23. And those are 25ths. 4 minus nothing, no, because there's no other whole numbers, is 4. So we get 4 and 23 25ths. Let's do the same thing here. 2, well, and 3/8 minus 7/8. Well, I can't take 7 away from 3, so I'm going to go ahead and borrow 1. So this becomes a 1. I borrowed 1, which is the same as 8 out of 8. So 8 and 3 makes 11. So we have 11/8. 1 and 11/8 minus 7/8. 11 minus 7 is 4. So we have 4/8. 1 minus no other whole numbers is still 1. And then we would need to simplify. 4 is half of 8, which means that I can divide by 4 and get 1 and 1/2. I could do this with pictures or tally marks because they're small bottom, so it's not as hard. So with pictures, it looks something like this. So I have 2 holes and 7/8. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Take away, oops, I'm sorry. Two and 3/8. 1, 2, 3. Take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 1 hole left and 4/8, which is the same as a half. You can see I just split that in half. Or with tally marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a hole. And we have 2 holes and 3/8. 1, 2, 3. And we need to cross out 7. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 1 hole left, and then I crossed out half of the tallies in there. 1 1/2. Alright, here we have 3 3/10 minus 1 9/10. Well, I'm going to have to subtract the fractions first. And I can't take 9 away from 3, so I'm going to have to borrow. So if I borrow 1, then that becomes a 2. And I borrowed 1, which is 10 out of 10. So 10 and 3 makes 13. And so I have 2 and 13/10 minus 1 and 9/10. 13 minus 9 is 4, so I have 4/10. And 2 minus 1 is 1, so I have 1 and 4/10. And of course I can simplify by dividing by 2. And I get 1 and 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. 1 and 2/5 will be my answer, but let's check it with tally marks. So I have 3 holes and 3/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a hole. I have 3 of them. 2, 3, and 3/10. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of 9. Well, sorry, get rid of 1 hole first. Bam. And then 9/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1 hole left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10. I can even simplify by doing pairs. Pair, 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 and pair. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs, and 2 of them are still available. So divide by 2, and you get 1 and 2/5. Okay, same thing here. 2 and 7/15 minus 1 and 14/15. I can't take 14 away from 7, so I have to borrow. 2 take away 1 to borrow is 1. A whole is 15 out of 15. So 15 and 7 makes 22. So what we have is 1 and 22/15 minus 1 and 14/15. So 22 minus 14 is 8. So we have 8/15. And 1 take away 1 is nothing, so it's just 8/15. Let's show a picture. So we have 2 and 7/15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a whole. We have 2 wholes. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 15ths. Take away 14/15. So this is 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So what I'm left with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths, 15ths, I'm sorry, 8/15. And this whole here equals 1 and 8/15. And that is as simple as it gets, because the factors of this are 2 and 4 and 8. And the factors of this are 3 and 5. So they don't have anything in common. Bam. Okay. Again, so now we have 4 and 5/14 minus 2 and 9/14. So 5 take away 9 is not going to happen. Let's borrow 1. 4 take away 1 is 3. That 1 that we took away was 14 out of 14. 14 and 5 makes 19. So what we have here is 19/14. Well, 3 and 19/14 minus 2 and 9/14. Well, 19 minus 9 is 10. So we have 10/14. 3 minus 2 is 1. So we have 1 whole. 1 and 10/14 can be simplified. Divide by 2. They're both even. 1 and 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 14 divided by 2 is 7. With tally marks, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a whole. And then we need 4 of those. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5/14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to take away 9. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so I have 1, 2, 3. Oops, I'm sorry. I need to take away 9/14, and I need to take away 2 wholes. 1, 2. So what I'm left with is 1 whole right there, and that's 10/14. And I can pair these. Pair, 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 pair. So that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, and pair and pair. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are still available. So divide by 2, 1 and 5/7. Okay, last one for group practice is 6 and 1/4 minus 3 and 3/4. So fourths are not that hard to draw in pictures, so you could just draw it as a picture. You could use tally marks. I'm going to go ahead and say, well, I'm going to have to borrow because I can't take 3/4 away from 1/4. So 6 borrow 1 gives me 5. And that 1 that I borrowed is 4 out of 4. And 4 pieces and 1 piece makes 5 pieces. So what I have is 5 and 5/4 minus 3 and 3/4. 5 and 5/4. Okay, well, 5 pieces minus 3 pieces is 2 pieces. And 5 holes minus 3 holes is 2 holes. 2 and 2/4. Of course, that can be simplified. Divide by 2. And we keep our whole. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2, because 2 is half of 4. With tally marks, I have 6 wholes and 1/4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a whole. I have 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have 1/4. Bam. Take away 3 and 3/4. Take away 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 3. Supposed to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. And that was half of my tally marks. So I have 1, 2 left, and half of my tally marks in there, 2.5. Alright, now there is some extra practice in here for students who work ahead. If there's some extra time, if we move a little more quickly than expected. I'm just going to do the first one and leave the rest. So we have 5 and 5/9 minus 4 and 7/9. 5 take away 7 isn't going to work, so let's borrow 1. So that becomes a 4, and the one that we borrowed is 9ths, so it's 9 out of 9. And so 9 out of 9 and 5 out of 9 makes 14 out of 9. So what we have here is 4 and 14/9 minus 4 and 7/9. 14 take away 7 is 7. Those are 9ths, and 4 take away 4 is nothing. So we get 7/9. And of course you can draw it as a picture, you can use tally marks, or you can just use numbers. Then the students have an exit card on subtracting with mixed numbers. And the homework is the last page in the packet.